Chances Gold Crypto Investing, and you can see this out of the Washington I saw some article in the WSJ. The Federal Reserve, you can see in the headline, UN calls United Nations, otherwise known as the UN, calls on Fed, other central banks to halt interest rate increases. UN agency warns that further policy tightening risk a global economic downturn. No fucking shit, Sherlock. We all know this. You all just pretend to not understand the monetary and fiscal manipulation that goes on, has been going on, and will continue to go on until we all get educated on the financials and what's actually taking place. And the first thing you can do as the Federal Reserve and other central banks risk pushing the global economy into a recession, you don't want to risk being fleece heisted and shysted by the monetary manipulation. You want to hit that subscribe button, following by prolonged stagnation if they keep raising interest rates, and you'll have stagnation and stagflation if you don't hit that like button. A United Nations agency said the warning comes amid growing unease about the rate at which the Fed and its counterparties are raising borrowing costs to contain surging inflation. That's why you gotta hit that subscribe button, the bell notification, and comment down below to help push us through the YouTube algorithm. As the India Central Bank Friday said the global economy was facing a third major shock after the COVID-19 pandemic and Russia invasion of Ukraine, in the form of aggressive rate increases by central banks in rich countries. Its annual report on the global economic outlook, the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, said the Fed risked causing significant harm to developing countries if it persists with rapid rate rises. The agency estimated that a percentage point in the Fed's key interest rate lower economic output in rich countries by 0.5 and economic output in poor countries by 0.8 over the subsequent 3 years, right? So they're starting to get pressure in the U.S. and other major central banks that the Fed, and they're saying the Fed has gone too far. They're saying the Fed has gone mad. They're saying the Fed just doesn't understand or care on what they're doing. Well, this can was dug, this hole was filled, and our caskets were buried long ago in the 2008 financial collapse. Says old Vincenzo, Fed officials in September lifted their benchmark federal funds rate by 75 basis points, the fifth consecutive rise this year, to battle U.S. inflation that is near 4-decade highs. The move brought the rate to a range of 3 to 3.25, up from near zero at the start of the year, which doesn't sound like a lot at 3.25, but that is a lot coming from near zero. Nearly all the officials projected raising their rates to between 4 and 4.5 by year's end, and that is going to continue our financial crises and set into motion an even worse financial crisis than we have